Previously on Frog Detective. The single biggest twist in the history of the entire Frog Detective franchise has left our heroes stranded. What will happen next? Well, we'll just have to find out this time on Frog Detective 3: Corruption at Cowboy County. To my loyal Frog blog readers, it's hour number 1 of my time in the bad room. I know that I'm innocent. Unfortunately, because the number 1 best detective put me here, nobody will believe me. That's what you get for being second best. I'm not sure anybody reads my frog blog anymore because of my alleged crimes, but if you are reading, thank you. I hope to prove my innocence in the case of the hat theft and return to being as good a detective as I can be. I'm not sure why Sheriff Mason Mole has framed me, but my hope is that it's all just one big misunderstanding, as is the case with most of the mysteries I'm involved with. It would really hurt my feelings to know that he did this on purpose. I am grateful that Lobster Cop has given me access to a computer so I can continue to write my blog. Though, I must say, I'm not sure if I'll have much to write about here. Thank you for reading. Frog Detective.
This is terrible. I can't believe this. What's going on? I'm reading the latest frog blog post. I was so excited to see how the detective solved the mystery in Cowboy County, but I can't believe it. The detective has been framed for a crime. Crime is real? Let's not jump to any conclusions here. Of course, sorry. What do we do, Mo? We get back to our science work? I can't possibly concentrate on our scientific discoveries of these conditions. No, I have to help the detective. How are you going to do that? I'll have to solve the mystery myself.
So much power in this transformation.
Look after the lab, Mo. I'm not coming back until I've proven the detective's innocence. Wow, Mystery Monkey is so cool.
A little later.
Can I help you? Hi, Supervisor. My name is Mystery Monkey. We talked over the phone on a while back. We talked on the phone a while back about the mystery of the haunted island. Of course, how could I forget? It's good to see you. Likewise. I realize this is highly unusual, but I'm here about one of your detectives. Ah, is it Lobster Cop? No. Investigator Eel? No. Inspector Iguana, the incredible Sandy Moth PI? No, none of those. I'm here about Frog Detective. Oh, of course, our second best detective. Well, the detective isn't around right now. I sent my 2 top investigators to help over in Cowboy County. You haven't heard? Heard what? The detective has been framed for a crime over in Cowboy County. That's terrible news. How can you be sure it's a setup? The story doesn't add up, and I know Frog Detective would never do something so horrible as steal the hats. Well, there is a clear motive there. I know, but it's out of character. Even if the detective is guilty, the punishment is really harsh. The detective has been sent to the bad room. Oh no! What's the bad room? It's something that Sheriff Mason Mole invented. Mason Mole? That name sounds familiar. Oh? I've seen him around before, just sort of loitering around the offices. Loitering, you say? I remember a kind of shady guy hanging out around Martin's Island back when we were there to get... investigate. He arrived shortly before the detective, but I didn't get a chance to catch his name, and he didn't even say hello. I don't know how to deepen voice. When I saw his photo on the Frog blog, I knew right away something was amiss. Great detective skills, Mystery Monkey. I know, it's a big ask, but do you mind if I snoop around in Frog Detective's office to look for clues? Be my guest?
Alright. We're back investigating. There's Lobster Cop's office. Seeing as Mystery Monkey has taken over as the detective, I too shall take over as the voice of the esteemed Mystery Monkey. You know, I shouldn't snoop in Lobster Cop's office unless I really have to. You know, it might come to that. That's just how serious the corruption in Cowboy County is. What's this? Clue detecting powder. How convenient. I'll just spread this powder around and take another look for clues. The classic detective tool. Little tip nobody tells you about on how to be a great detective is just use clue detecting powder. Oh, I have detected some clues. There's a new greatest detective in this office, and it's Mystery Monkey. Say it ain't so. Not Lobster Cop's office. It couldn't be. This is one of the greatest conspiracies of our time. I gotta say, it's a rather slow and tedious process applying clue detecting powder. What could Lobster Cop be hiding? I never suspected Lobster Cop would stoop so low. A copy of the detective's notebook? Lobster Cop and Mason Mole? A note? It reads,
Hello, Lobster Cop. It is me, your bestie forever, Mason Mole. I have done what you asked. It was not easy to trail the detective unnoticed, but I think I did a great job. I fear that your suspicions are correct, and that Frog Detective is on the right track to overtaking your position as #1 best detective. If you keep pretending to solve mysteries instead of actually solving them, the Supervisor will eventually notice. So I've taken the detective's notebook, inside are some great insights to how the detective works through a case. Maybe you can read and learn. But it may not be enough. As the detective gets better and better, your position as #1 is threatened. I think it is time to enact the plan you came up with. It is devious and mean and not very nice. But if you want to be the best, you have to get rid of the best.
crimes. This can't be true. Lobster Cop, the #1 best detective, a fraud. I need to get the supervisor and head to Cowboy County. There has been a terrible misjustice. Doop-da-doo, 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 doop-da-doo. Mystery Monkey's detective know-how. This sign can't stop me because I can't read, but it can stop me because I can't get past it. Howdy, folks.
What brings you to Cowboy County so late? This is our turf, so you better have a good reason.
We don't want any trouble.
We're here about our good friend, the frog detective. Ah, the duality of frog. How can one be so kind, poetic and thoughtful, also be a stealer of all our hats? A frog so pretty, so alluring, and yet... I really trusted frog detective, that snake. I can't go on a date with a criminal. It's just not me. You know what? You're a coward, Sherman, and you need to step up your game.
Aren't you a bandit?
Outlaw.
So you live outside the law.
Well, when there's no laws, it makes it pretty easy.
Doesn't matter anyway. Frog Detective is innocent!
Sure, we all saw the photo. Those furrowed brows tell the whole story.
Frog Detective doesn't even have eyebrows.
Ah, so those were stolen too. No, you're mistaken. Mystery Monkey found all the evidence. Who's Mystery Monkey?
That's me. You may have read my comments before on Frog Detective's blog. I'm a pretty active user.
Blogs are still a thing? Regardless, you say it was a mistake.
Not so much a mistake. A setup! I have reasons to believe Sheriff Mason Mole and Lobster Cop coordinated the takedown of our beloved Frog Detective.
What? That's so messed up. Who would do that to such a beautiful frog? Someone very jealous, I'm afraid. How can we help?
If you could just point us in the direction of where Frog Detective is being held, that would help a lot.
Easy. Sheriff Mason Mole has the detective locked up in a bad room at the back of his sheriff's office. If you're quiet, you should be able to sneak in without trouble. Thanks for your help, bandits. We're outlaws. My bad. Oh, that's so hard. I can't do it when there's like 6 different characters talking at once.
Ooh. The plot thickens.
Sleeping on the job.
Who do we talk to?
Frog detective.
Mystery Monkey, Supervisor, what are you doing here? I didn't know I was allowed visitors in Bad Room, or that anyone would want to visit me. We're here to bust you out. What?
Mystery Monkey has proof you were framed.
I knew it. Sheriff Mason Mole was up to something. It's not just him, Detective. I'm sorry to tell you that I believe Lobster Cop and Mason Mole planned this all along. What? It can't be. Lobster Cop is #1 best detective. Why would he try to frame me?
It's hard to know for sure until we ask, but it looks like Lobster Cop has been dealing with a bad case of jealousy.
Green with envy, one might say. Envious? Of who? You, Detective? It's not possible.
It's time to shift your understanding of the world, Detective. Not everyone is out to do a good job and solve mysteries like you.
I simply can't believe it. Well, let's wait until dawn and confront Lobster Cop and Mason Mole once and for all.
The sun is coming up as we speak. I'll call a town meeting.
J'accuse! Insert rooster sound effect. What is the meaning of this?
Only I get to call town meetings.
I have called this town meeting for a very important purpose. I have some news about the hat stealing case. But It's closed. I solved it.
Is that so, Lobster Cop?
Supervisor? What are you doing here?
Please give your attention to Mystery Monkey for just a moment.
Thank you, Supervisor. Thank you, Town, for meeting us here on short notice. Sheriff Mason Mole, I have an important question to ask you.
What?
How long have you and Lobster Cop been scheming to bring down Frog Detective?
What?
This is ridiculous. Lobster Cop, I found the secret drawer in your office. You can't just go through my office. That's a crime. Please, stop trying to invent crimes. Crime is not real. As I was saying, I found your secret drawer. I found the letter that Mason Mole wrote to you.
I knew I shouldn't have detailed my schemes on paper.
Sheriff Mason Mole has been tailing the detective since I called for his help with the mystery of the haunted island. As the lead scientist on the island at the time, I can confirm I had several reported sightings of Mason Mole sneaking around like a slippery snake. Wait, why didn't you tell me? It feels like someone sneaking around the island is kind of relevant to the case. I was too starstruck. In any case, I contacted my friend Carlos, who runs the shop over in Warlock Woods. He also confirmed a sighting of Mason Mole hiding behind his shop.
What? I never.
Oh, but you did! Sheriff Mason Mole, I have reason to believe you were hired by Lobster Cop to follow the detective. No.
No, that's not. The teardrop. This is all a mistake.
No, Mason Mole. It's time for us to come clean. Frog Detective, ever since you moved in next door to my office, I felt threatened. You're so methodical in your case solving. I would read your blogs and go green with envy. I've been #1 best detective for so long that I grew complacent. Every time the supervisor had a mystery to solve, I began to believe I wouldn't be able to do it and passed it on to you. I just began to pretend to solve the mysteries, hoping the supervisor wouldn't notice. I was embarrassed at myself and angry at you. Angry? But Lobster Cop, your investigative abilities far outweigh mine. Maybe they used to, but I became so focused on my own shortcomings that my work suffered. Mason Mole was there for me. Having friends is so important, but we were a bad influence on each other.
I needed work, and so I suggested to Lobster Cop that I'd help take you down, and I had the perfect plan. I'm very subtle, you see.
I'm ashamed that it got to that point. Instead of asking you for help or swallowing my pride, I let my jealousy get the best of me. How did you frame the detective?
It was a joint effort. When I arrived in town, I sneakily stole all the hats and quickly buried them in the graveyard. I wrote a map to where they were buried for the detective to find.
But I didn't find the map. Susie did.
I didn't execute it very well, I admit. Once you had the resources to dig up the hats and Lobster Cop had a clear alibi, I waited in place to take your photo.
Wait, what was Lobster Cop's alibi? I was eating a delicious meal? Of course.
I'm ashamed to say that I also drew evil eyebrows in the photo of you.
What I don't understand is why you had to put me in bad room. Framing me was bad enough, but you made a whole room for me to be trapped in. That's so unusually cruel.
I'm inclined to agree. Putting somebody into a room, whether they did a naughty thing or not, seems really harsh and unfair. How is someone supposed to grow from their mistakes if they're just sitting around trapped?
I really hate that room.
Bad room was my idea. I'm sorry.
It's a terrible idea.
I realize this now. My bad. Lobster Cop, Mason Mole. You have done something very serious and mean. Something similar to a crime. Our society doesn't have strategies in place to deal with things like this. Are you going to send us to bad room?
Absolutely not. That's messed up.
No, but I think there needs to be consequences. Lobster Cop, you've abused your power in ways that I can't begin to comprehend. Mason Mole, you enabled and encouraged this behaviour.
I'm mad at you both. We deserve that.
I think an appropriate course of action is to remove Lobster Cop from the detective agency. I think you should change career paths for your own good. Maybe do something that helps contribute to society.
A cop no longer. Okay. I will hand in my badge and gun. Gun?
Wait, why do you have a gun?
I didn't even know they were real.
That's really messed up.
It's not like I ever used it. Mate.
I gave Lobster Cop the gun. Okay, well, yes, please hand that in.
I have an idea of what you could do as a job, Lobster Cop. Oh? Why don't you talk to Barney about joining the post office? Lobster Posty has a nice ring to it.
Can I join too?
I don't see why not.
Well then, it's settled. Lobster Posty, Posty Mason Mole, do you have anything to say to the detective?
Yes. I'm sincerely sorry for what I did to you, Detective. It was mean, rude, evil, and not nice. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I hope with time I can prove myself as a great postie and right some of the wrongs I've done.
Detective, I acted poorly and encouraged behaviour that I shouldn't have. I'm going to channel that energy into being a postie, and please rest assured you will never have a late parcel again.
Thank you both for the apology. I accept it.
Say, now that that's all sorted, I have an announcement to make.
Oh?
Lobster Cop is no longer the #1 best detective. After some impeccable detective work on this case, I'm really pleased to announce the new #1 best detective. Congratulations to Mystery Monkey.
Wow, congratulations, Mystery Monkey. What an achievement. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. I'll have to shut down my research facility so I can investigate full-time. You can move into my old office. There's already a bunch of trophies in there for you to keep. Great! What an honor to work next door to the #1 best detective. Again. This calls for a celebration. Bonnie, can you prep the saloon for a dance party?
Can do.
Oh, and Lobster Posty, Posty Mason Mole? Yeah? You're invited too.
The band. It's like Max Repo, but for a frog detective.
Well, this has been the grand conclusion to the Frog Detective series. What are your final thoughts?
I like them.
I had a lot of fun playing these games with you.
I still want to know why she's got a hat.
You know, there are some mysteries not even the Great Frog Detective can solve. After all, he is only the world's second best detective. Frog Detective was invented by Grace Bruxner. I made you, and I can destroy you, Grace. This is a truly, truly excellent series of indie games, and if you're interested in playing them for yourselves, I will link the pages for them in the descriptions to each of these videos. Probably should have mentioned that sooner, but it's really, really great. 2 weeks later.
We have a new picture.
Oh, we do.
Is there a ghost in the background of it?
I don't see one. Oh. One final phone call. Frog Detective Crime Solving Agency, Frog Detective speaking. How may I solve your mystery? Hey, Frog Detective. Yes, Mystery Monkey. Happy birthday. Thanks so much. I know it's your birthday, but I have a really difficult case that I just can't crack. But you're #1 best detective. I know, but this one is a real doozy. Can you help me out? Of course, I'll be right there. Hello, friend. I love what you've done with the place. Really beautiful decor. Absolutely incredible. Couldn't have done it better myself. Are those my cousins? Gregory? Flambois? Is that you? Classic Frog family shenaniganery. Hey, detective. Well, 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 if it isn't Mystery Monkey 49. Good to see you, Frog Detective 03. What? Just a joke. Are there 2 other frog detectives? I don't know, I was just joking. Got me worried. That really stresses me out. Frog Detective 1, Frog Detective 2, and now Frog Detective 3? How do you think I feel with 48 other mystery monkeys? That's a good point. Anyway, thanks for meeting me here. The case information is in the other room. Just head down the hallway and I'll meet you there. Will do.
I like that we kept the cowboy boots.
Classic Mystery Monkey.
Wow!
Surprise! Huh? Wow, what is everyone doing here?
Well, Detective, we all appreciate everything you've done for us. Yeah, our town has never been so peaceful, all thanks to you. Same with my island. I haven't heard a ghost in ages. I mean, technically you never heard a ghost. We heard it's your birthday, so we all arranged to come here and surprise you.
It worked.
That's not all, Detective. We got you a present. It should be coming any minute now. I ordered it on Wednesday. Oh.
Special delivery! Is that for me?
Open it up!
A tiny cowboy hat! Woo!
Wait, what is this?
That's easy, Detective. It's a hat.
I can't wear hats due to my head shape. Why don't you just try it on? Hmm?
Oh my gosh!
Well, would you look at that? It's a hat that fits. It's perfect.
You've never had one of those?
Wow. This truly is the peak of gaming. And I kind of actually genuinely really mean that. We have loved making these games for you, and we are so grateful that so many people have spent time with our silly story. Thank you for making these. On the off chance any of the development team ever sees any of these absolutely outrageous videos that we've done playing through the series, we absolutely loved playing these games. They are amazing, and I highly recommend anybody watching checks them out if you want to play for them for yourselves. It's a wonderful experience. Our latest Toast Science Discovery Jam. Collaborating on our latest potion. We're celebrating Craig's acceptance to the Ghost Spotters League. Finally got a sponsorship deal with Dr. Tight Smile's 101 Teeth Whitening Cool Paste for Teeth TM. Family reunion. So much wool was shed. Gross. So it was the alligator crocodile thing that you did the Caroline accent for.
Wops.
Oh.
Thanks for our date. I had so much fun.
Aww.
Oh, they're in love.
So handy having a muse right next door in the saloon So handy having a muse right next door to the saloon. I can't tell you what I'm up to, but it's very cool and secret. Eat after reading, Bernie. I'm the sheriff now. I didn't even have to beat anyone up. Finally convinced Carlos to take a holiday. We are not the same guy. Larry and Lobster Posty. My first day of cowboy school.
His dreams.
Yeehaw.
Why does he look like Captain Kirk?
Employee of the month at the post office.
Oh, my Aussie koala stuck in the water.
Thanks for the magnet. I attached to this boat and went super fast. There are so many shells down here. Well wishes from the deep blue sea. Orbit.
The shells!
We performed together at the latest dance contest. We came in third. Too busy signing autographs right now. Talk later. Mary. I broke my leg. Sent from my phone. Naughty.
Oh no. Isn't Noddy based off of the dog?
I think so. That was the impression I got. I literally have not left the hot tub since you were here, Victor. Finally met my hero, Lobster Posty. The end. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff, and we will catch you next time.